Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to today's video. We're going to be doing a first impressions on quite a few makeup products that I have here that I had recently unhauled in my PR box haul. So if you guys haven't seen that, I'll go ahead and link it right in the iCard or at the end of this video. But I wanted to play around with some of that makeup, test it out, see what it's like, and kind of prep my face for today. So if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Steph, and I hope you guys will stay and subscribe. And if you guys are already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys coming back to my channel. So you gotta be kidding me. Let's get right into it. So we're gonna start off with the base first. Today I'm gonna be playing around with the Daydream palette by Alter Ego, but it's got more rosy tones, so there's really nothing in here that I'm looking at that seems like, you know, there's gonna be tons of fallout with. I've played around with Alter Ego palettes before. There's really hardly ever any fallout, so that's good. So I could definitely do my base first. I did have two primers that I wanted to test out. These are the COVERGIRL TRUEBLEND Base Business. There are two different ones that they came out with. They came out with a moisturizer and a mattifying primer. I'm going to take the mattifying primer, which has got this white, soft, creamy consistency, and I'm just going to put that right along my T-zone area. That dries down to a really nice soft finish. It definitely has the same feeling and consistency of the Hourglass primer, which is very different considering that when I feel a mattifier, it instantly like sucks everything up and it feels really dry. Let's go ahead and actually use the moisturizing one. Normally I wouldn't, but because I'm going to be going in with a foundation that I believe is kind of like full coverage, I think it's like medium to full coverage, I want to get as much hydration as I can onto my skin. So, ooh, this one has a scent to it. The other one didn't. Next item I'm going to be taking is the PUR HYDRA-GEL Lift. This is the 360 Eye Perfecting Primer, and it's supposed to be a hydrating, cooling primer that smooths the skin for a better wear throughout the day. I've got to say, I love that. That has dried down so quickly. We're going to be testing out the PUR 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. I know this one isn't super new, but I've seen a couple of people test it out and it seemed really interesting to try out. The shade that I picked out is the shade MN4. It also is supposed to mask blemishes and imperfections, leaving a natural skin-like finish. So this is the foundation, like that. And then if you want to use the concealer, you would basically unscrew the top, and then you've got a doe foot applicator. Looks about my shade. I'm going to do the sponge on this side. Oh wow, look at how much that covered, even with a sponge. It is definitely lighter, you can tell. I could definitely use a shade higher, but I can still make this work. This isn't the lightest I've worked with before. Definitely can see a little bit of darkness peeking through, but for the most part, like, it evened out my skin. It looks really good. I definitely feel like this is going to give me more coverage. Usually with the foundation brush, you get a lot more coverage. I love the way that that feels. Like, instant first impressions, I would definitely say that I love the way it looks. It looks so good with the brush. You obviously get a little bit more coverage with this brush, but I would say not by much. Like, if you just look at this side and this side, like, it's definitely the same. I look so light. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need some color. I'm going to take a second pump, but I'm not going to put it all over my face because I feel like my forehead is fine. It definitely doesn't need to be super full coverage there. I'm going to do my cheek area because that's my imperfections right there. Look at that. That looks so good. I love it. Let me go ahead and do my brows really quickly and I will be right back. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the COVERGIRL TRUEBLEND concealers. So I've actually had these for a little bit now. So I'm just going to take a combination of both and then mix them, and I'll use it also for my lid. I wouldn't necessarily put this as like a super full coverage concealer. It's definitely got a buildable concealer effect to it, but I don't think it's full coverage. I usually have to go in with it twice to get full coverage, but it definitely has a more natural finish. Like, it feels really good on the eyes. It doesn't feel heavy. I'll just take whatever's left on my sponge and add it to my nose and then my chin. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set underneath the eyes. I'm gonna be testing out the COVERGIRL TRUEBLEND Loose Mineral Powder. The smell reminds me a little bit of like Coty's Air Sponge. I'm gonna go ahead and just use it to apply underneath my eyes. I might have just put way too much. Shit. I feel like that under eye primer that I used from PUR really helped. I feel like my under eye area looks so good today. My foundation is creasing a little bit in my fine lines, especially like right in my forehead. But once I use this brush to like pat it out, it goes away. I'm normally somebody that prefers a pressed powder, but because I really want to see how it works without like pressed powder, without help, just want to see how the foundation works, we're going to use loose powder today. But I'm going to use a e.l.f. powder brush to pack this on. Yeah, I could definitely do without the smell. Okay, so I went ahead and I applied a bronzer off screen just because I don't have a bronzer to show you guys. So I'm just using one from my Shop My Stash, which is the Hoola. But I do have this, which I'm super excited to share with you guys. It is OFRA Cosmetics collaboration with Madison Miller. And look at you guys, how cute is she? I love her. She is the sweetest thing ever. She has a YouTube channel here. I'm sure you guys know who she is. She does incredible like hauls and tutorials and reviews. She's just sweet as pie. So we're gonna use the blush today from her collection. I'm gonna take Sweet Stuff. I think I just found my new favorite blush. So beautiful, do you see that? So instantly, I'm already leaning towards the Moon Dance one, but I think I'm gonna try this one. Love it, Madison. It looks so good. So proud of you, girl. You killing it. I'm going to be playing around with the Alter Ego Daydream palette. It's supposed to be a dupe for one of the Huda Beauty palettes, which I'm super excited to try out. So let's start off with the shade Sunkissed. Let's take Celestial and put that on the outer corner. And I'm using this like angled brush. I normally don't use an angled brush, but okay, and then just to add a little bit more color right on the outer corner, I'm gonna go in with the shade called Sugar Plum. So this color is a little bit lighter than what I expected. Like it's coming off a little bit brighter than I expected it. I expected it to be a little bit darker in tone. I feel like it's a little patchy on this side. Yeah, do you see that? Like, do you see how dark it is right there? I don't like that. I might have to cut the crease all the way, sadly, but oh well. The concealer is super tacky, which actually would be perfect for applying the shadow. I'm actually going to use my finger to apply a shadow. I think I'm going to start off with Twilight and pop that on the outer corner, just like that. Then I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to apply Fairy Tale onto the rest of my lid. So that's Fairy Tale. It's got this like baby doll pink to it, reflex of like white chunky glitter on it. I'm going to go ahead and put on some mascara and pop on some lashes. We're going to move down into the lower lash line. So let's go ahead and run Dusk on our lower lash line. I like to take mine pretty low. Just to add a little bit more color, let's take Fawn. Run that right below it. For the inner corner, I'm going to go in with Glow, which is like this soft matte cream shade. Not really giving a whole lot of anything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pop on some mascara really quickly. It's done. We're just going to finish off with the lips. I want to take the liquid lipstick from the Madison Miller collection. This is my Oh Rai Rai, but I need a lip liner, so I figured I would use these, which is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. This is in the shade Lead the Way. I think these are perfect if you are somebody that likes to wear a lip liner, really likes that lip liner consistency, and you usually wear a lip liner as like a full lip. This would be perfect for you because they are, you can use them as a lip liner, which I've done, or you can use it as like an all over crayon, and they have really great long lasting staying powder. So definitely recommend them. I've played around with quite a few of them already. I've done ombre looks. I've worn them underneath lip gloss. I've worn them by themselves. Just really like it. Really, really good. I didn't realize that my entire makeup look was going to be pink. So I'm going to use that as my base, and then we're going to go in with this. I want to try out one of the new Revlon glosses. I'm going to try out this gloss. I think it'd be really pretty with this look. It is the Super Lustrous Glosses by Revlon. You guys, the doe foot applicator on this thing is huge. You guys see how fat that is? The gloss on here is so pretty. And then to finish off the look, we're going to go in with the Morphe and Jeffree Star Starberry Mist and Refresh. All right, guys. So what do you think, you guys? I absolutely love it. Even though it's like kind of monochromatic, like it's just all pink, definitely not planned. I love, love, love the eye look. Like, you know, there was a little bit of hesitation when we first started. I was like, oh no, this is going to come out really bad. But I think the metallics and then that cream, kind of like a cream shadow, really saved the day. The one thing I will say about the Daydream palette though is the concealer in this palette is really, really tacky, like really, really sticky. So it's not like gliding on like a normal concealer would if you were to use a normal concealer to apply your lid. This one has got a super, super tacky base, which I think really helps bind those colors, keep those metallics on, and really emphasizes them. All right, so the foundation looks good. It is cracking a little bit on my forehead. Like it's definitely, you can definitely see some fine lines and some like stickiness on my forehead. I might have to set that again. I'm just a little bit nervous as to what is going to happen in this area, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to also hit that notification bell. That way you guys are notified every time I upload. I do upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Central. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you guys later. Bye.